Right friends, welcome back to the question and answer session part 2 of week 19 from 4th May to 10th May. We have already discussed 30 questions in part 1 and let us look at the first question in part 2 of 19th week. Alibaba plans to purchase 20% stake in Micromax Informatics Ltd for approximately $1.2 billion. $1.2 billion is roughly equal to rupees 7,500 crores of rupees. As on date, $1 is almost 63 to 64 rupees. And Alibaba plans to purchase 20% stake in Micromax Informatics. All of us are well aware about Micromax mobile phones, and Micromax Informatics Ltd is headquartered in Gurgaon in India near Delhi, and Alibaba expressed its intention to purchase a 20% stake, and Alibaba is the e-commerce giant of China. Alibaba is e-commerce giant of China, and the founder of Alibaba is Jack Ma. Please don't forget, Jack Ma is the founder of Alibaba. Alibaba is the e-commerce giant of China. Please look into the next one. Name the country which claimed to have launched a submarine launched missile. Submarine launched missile. When a missile is launched from submarine, it is very difficult to detect the operation. But North Korea, what is other name for North Korea? Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Democratic People's Republic of Korea, otherwise known as North Korea, recently tested submarine launched missile, and South Korea and other Western countries are worried about the development. North Korea is almost a closed economy, not much trade relations with other countries. Whatever is happening inside North Korea, very little is known to the outside world because its economy is mostly closed. Please look into the next one. In Chinese cell phone market, Apple became number 1, overtaking Xiaomi. All of you are well aware. Xiaomi, Lenovo are the giants of China. Apple is a multinational company from United States of America. Samsung is from South Korea, and recently in the cell phone sales, Apple established its mark in China by overtaking Xiaomi, and this development probably may not be palatable to China because the multinational giant of America replaced in selling the smartphones in China, and its giants Xiaomi as well as Lenovo are behind Apple in the last quarter sales. Please look into the next one. Kenan Evren, who has died recently, was the former president of Turkey. Kenan Evren, who died recently, was the former president of Turkey. He was the 7th president of Turkey from 1980 to 1989. He was the 7th president of Turkey. Please look into the next one. Name the country where several people, around 50 prisoners and 12 guards were killed in the operation of prison break. The country is Iraq, place is Khalis, and in Iraq, when prison break took place, subsequently around 50 prisoners and 12 guards were killed. The country is Iraq and the place is Khalis. Right, please look into the next one. Ericsson has recently filed 3 lawsuits in 3 countries. Ericsson has recently filed 3 lawsuits in 3 countries alleging Apple of violating technology license payments. Apple is using some patented products of Ericsson. Apple is using some patented products of Ericsson, but they are violating certain technology license payments. proper payments are not being done for using the patented products of Ericsson. I would like to tell you straight away, Apple is using certain patented products of Ericsson, but they are not making the necessary payments, and Ericsson filed 3 lawsuits in 3 countries. And please don't forget, Ericsson belongs to Sweden. Headquarters of Ericsson is in Stockholm, Sweden. Ericsson is multinational giant of Sweden based in Stockholm. Please look into the next one. Banks were told by RBI to appoint internal ombudsman. They will be designated as the CCSO. Banks were told by Reserve Bank of India to appoint internal ombudsman. We all well aware there is a system of ombudsman in banks. If you have any problem with regard to any bank, you can approach ombudsman. Ombudsman is appointed by Reserve Bank of India, and if you are not satisfied with the service of any bank, you can approach ombudsman. But that ombudsman is controlled by Reserve Bank of India. Concerned bank has got no say in that. And Reserve Bank of India recently advised the banks to appoint their own internal ombudsman to resolve the complaints, and the name given to that is Chief Customer Service Officer. Chief Customer Service Officer, CCSO. Chief Customer Service Officer. He will be the internal ombudsman for the bank. Please let us move on to the next question. Name the e-commerce company which applied to US Patent Office with regard to the delivery of articles by drones. Amazon.in is the e-commerce giant based in America. Amazon.in is the e-commerce giant based in America. We have discussed about Alibaba. Alibaba is a China based e-commerce giant. Amazon is based in United States of America. Recently, they applied for patent to United States administration for operation of drones for delivering packets. Operation of drones. What is a drone? Drone is nothing but unmanned aerial vehicle. Manpower is not required. That unmanned aerial vehicle will deliver the packet to the concerned person. So, to operate this, recently Amazon applied for patent rights to the US patent authorities. Right, friends? Look into the next question. Former President Hosni Mubarak was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment in alleged case of diversion of funds meant for presidential palace. There were allegations when he was president, Hosni Mubarak, the strong man of Egypt. He was president from 1981 to 2011 for almost 30 years, strong man of Egypt. And when he was president, there were allegations that the funds meant for repairs of presidential palace were diverted to some personal works. Funds meant for presidential palace repairs were diverted for personal works, and with these allegations, now court convicted him for 3 years imprisonment. Hosni Mubarak belongs to Egypt. Please look into the next one. Name the upper house of UK. UK is United Kingdom. The upper house of UK is the House of Lords. Several members of House of Lords are appointed, but the lower house is House of Commons. You can just compare our Lok Sabha to House of Commons. Recently elections were held, 650 seats were there, and this is for House of Commons. So, the lower house or the equivalent of Lok Sabha is House of Commons, and the Palace of Westminster is the seat for both House of Commons as well as House of Lords. Please look into this picture. This is the Palace of Westminster. This is the seat for both House of Commons as well as House of Lords. you can say just equivalent to our Parliament House. And when you are talking about UK, recently elections were held and Conservative Party headed by David Cameron got 331 seats, and here 2-3 things please don't forget. Palace of Westminster houses both House of Commons as well as House of Lords. House of Commons is the lower house in United Kingdom, and please don't forget Thames River passes through London. And one more important aspect is the residence of the Prime Minister is 10 Downing Street. The residence of the Prime Minister is 10 Downing Street, and the residence of Queen Elizabeth is Buckingham Palace. The residence of Queen Elizabeth is Buckingham Palace, please don't forget. Next question, President of a New Development Bank will be from India, and it will have 4 Vice Presidents. New Development Bank, the first President will be from India, followed by Brazil and Russia, and it will have 4 Vice Presidents. Headquarters of New Development Bank will be Shanghai in China, please don't forget. Look into the next one. As per the RBI guidelines, all pensioners means the persons who retired and getting monthly pension. Who retired, normally the retirement age is 60 years. Retired persons get their monthly pension regularly, and once in a year they have to submit life certificate to the bank concerned. They have to submit life certificate to the concerned bank once in a year, so as to inform the bank authorities that he or she is alive. That is known as life certificate, and every year retired employees are to give life certificate in the month of November, please don't forget. Look into the next one, Ping Pay. Enables customers with the smartphones to transfer money from person to person and for other transactions. Name the bank which launched it. It is Axis Bank. With the application of Ping Pay, smartphone customers can transfer money, and after ICICI Pockets, now it is the turn of Axis Bank to start Ping Pay. Please don't forget, Pockets is by ICICI Bank and Ping Pay is by Axis Bank. Look into the next one. NPCI has recently reduced a switching fee from 50 paise to 45 paise per each transaction when a customer of one bank uses ATM of other bank. I will tell you one example. You are the customer of ICICI Bank, but when you are using ATM of SBI, you are customer of ICICI Bank, you are using ATM of SBI, then ICICI Bank has to pay switching fee of 45 paise to NPCI. National Payments Corporation of India is the nodal authority for interoperability of various payments across all financial systems of banks. That means ICICI customer can approach SBI ATM, SBI customer can approach Union Bank ATM. So this interoperability is made possible by NPCI. For that purpose, NPCI takes switching fee of 45 paise per each transaction. Right, friends? Name the bank which launched the Rupay Platinum Debit Card in association with NPCI. Rupay Platinum Debit Card. Previously, most of the banks used it to give Visa and MasterCards. Visa and MasterCards are of United States of America. We have to pay a lot of foreign exchange, but now indigenously Rupay card was developed by NPCI. NPCI developed Rupay card. Rupay means rupee payment. Rupay means rupee payment, and this card is developed by NPCI. It is indigenously developed by NPCI, and please don't forget all the Jan Dhan Yojana account holders or Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana account holders are getting this Rupay cards. Now, to familiarize and to increase its reach, SBI came up with Rupay Platinum Debit Card. Right friends, look into the next one. RBI instructed the banks that they should issue all types of cards, that is debit, credit, domestic and international cards with EMV Chip and Pin from September 1, 2015. There are two types of cards. One is magnetic strip cards. Second one is EMV chip cards. One is magnetic strip cards. Second one is EMV standard cards. Magnetic strip cards, the biggest disadvantage is the information can be stolen, whereas in EMV standard cards, the information cannot be stolen. This is world standard. EMV means Europay, Master and Visa. EMV means Europay, Master, Visa, that is the world standard for all the cards. So, Reserve Bank of India gave instructions from September 1, 2015, all the new cards, debit cards, credit cards, domestic cards, international cards should be given with EMV standards only. Look into the next question. On May 7, rupee hit a low of 64.23 rupees to the dollar. Rupee was hovering around 60-62 for several months. Suddenly it crashed to 64.23 to the dollar. Which is the lowest ever in 20 months is the answer. I would like to explain what is the main reason for depreciation of rupee. Appreciation of rupee or depreciation of rupee takes place depending on the market conditions, the pressure on the rupee. When inflow of dollars is more, rupee will appreciate. When outflow of dollars is more, rupee will depreciate. When inflow of dollars is more, rupee will appreciate. When outflow of dollars is there from the country, rupee will depreciate. Suddenly last week, foreign institutional investors, or otherwise known as foreign portfolio investors, suddenly they withdrew from stock market and thousands of crores of rupees they have withdrawn suddenly, and these foreign institutional investors were worried about minimum alternate tax imposed by the finance ministry in recent times. Because of that, these foreign institutional investors suddenly withdrawing from the stock markets. Because of that reason, there was a lot of pressure on rupee and suddenly it depreciated to 64.23, which is the lowest ever during the past 20 months. Look into the next issue. Name the bank which is into boardroom dispute with regard to the appointment of directors. The bank here is S Bank. There is a dispute going on. I would like to tell you a little bit of history. This bank was started by Rana Kapoor and Ashok Kapoor. Subsequently, Ashok Kapoor expired and there is dispute going on between Ashok Kapoor's wife Madhu Kapoor and Rana Kapoor. Ashok Kapoor's wife Madhu Kapoor and Rana Kapoor, there is dispute going on, and this is enough for this question. So, S Bank is into boardroom dispute with regard to the appointment of directors. Look into the next one. NGT, National Green Tribunal. We discussed several times. NGT was established in the year 2010. It is the statutory body looking into environmental issues. NGT gave notices to the centre with regard to the pollution of Hindon river due to the discharge of effluents from 172 industries along the river. Recently, NGT gave notice to centre with regard to the polluting industries into Hindon river. Where is this Hindon river? It originates in lower Himalayas from Saharanpur district, and after passing through Muzaffarnagar, Baghpat, Meerut, Ghaziabad, Noida districts, it flows into Yamuna river. It is the tributary of Yamuna river, and several industries are situated along the banks of river in these districts Meerut, Bagpat, Muzaffarnagar, Ghaziabad, and lot of discharge is coming into this river, which resulted in pollution of river. And please don't forget, Hindon river originates in Uttar Pradesh. Please look into the next one. 12 persons were killed in illegal cracker factory blast at Pingla. Unfortunate incident occurred in West Bengal at a place called Pingla. There was illegal crackery and a blast took place. Around 12 persons killed. It is in West Bengal. Look into the next one. Achal Kumar Jyoti was appointed the election commissioner. He was a former chief secretary of Gujarat. Former chief secretary of Gujarat, Achal Kumar Jyoti, was recently appointed election commissioner. Please look into the next interesting question. BlackBerry recently stated that it will launch a virtual SIM solution that will allow customers to use 9 different numbers through a single SIM card. BlackBerry is the communication solution firm of Canada is the answer, and recently they stated that they will launch a virtual SIM solution. Through this virtual SIM solution, with one SIM card, you can have access to 9 different numbers. You can have access to 9 different numbers across various networks. So once this comes through, then each mobile can have 9 numbers. BlackBerry is the communication solutions firm of Canada. Please don't forget. Look into the next one. Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserves Limited is constructing 3 rock caverns. What is rock cavern? Rock cavern is, you can say, it is a tunnel below the mountains. A tunnel below the mountain or in the rock below the ground level. These rock caverns are tunnels below mountains or below ground level. The main purpose is to create a space for storage of petroleum crude. The main purpose is to create space for storing crude oil. Government is creating such type of caverns at 3 places. Why? What is the need of creating such caverns? The need for creating such caverns is in case of emergency, because of some disturbances in the world, if our oil supplies are hampered, then we can use these emergency supplies, and for that purpose, government is constructing rock caverns at 3 places. The first one is coming up at Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. The second and third ones are Padur near Udupi and near Mangalore. These 2 are in Karnataka. Padur near Udupi and Mangalore. These 2 are in Karnataka, and the first one is going to be commissioned near Visakhapatnam shortly. Please look into the next one. Name the airline which launched premium express cargo service Fast Track. Fast Track to transport goods from one place to the other place, to transport cargo from one place to the other place. On fast track mode, it launched Fast Track. This Fast Track is launched by Jet Airways. Look into the next one. Hindustani Awam Morcha was launched by the former Chief Minister Jitan Ram Manjhi of Bihar. Former Chief Minister of Bihar Jitan Ram Manjhi recently launched Hindustani Awam Morcha. Look into the next one. Uber. Uber is the San Francisco based taxi service provider. It is now multinational giant in app based taxi services. It is now the multinational giant, and recently Uber submitted $3 billion proposal for purchase of Nokia's map business here. Nokia has also got its own map business. The name of Nokia's map service is here, HERE, just like Google Maps. Nokia has also got map service here just like Google Maps, and recently the multinational app-based taxi service provider Uber offered to purchase this here of Nokia for $3 billion, and please don't forget Nokia belongs to Finland, right? Look into the next one. CCI, Competition Commission of India, which looks into fair competition so as to prevent monopoly. The main purpose of CCI, which came into existence in the year 2003, the main purpose is to ensure fair competition. If some merger takes place, if some acquisition takes place, it looks into the aspect whether fair competition is affected or not. If a fair competition is not there, it will lead to monopoly. So as to prevent that, CCI looks into the aspect of fair competition, and recently CCI approved Dilip Shangvi's proposed purchase of 23% stake in Suzlon Energy at a cost of 1800 crores. This Dilip Shangvi's Sun Pharmaceuticals, all of you are well aware, largest pharmaceutical company in the country. Suzlon Energy, this is into wind turbine business, this is into wind energy business, and recently Dilip Shangvi purchased 23% stake in Suzlon Energy for rupees 1800 crores. Look into the next one. On Tagore's birth anniversary on 7th May, Tagore's birth anniversary falls on 7th May. He was born on 7th May 1861. Rabindranath Tagore, all of you are well aware. All of you are aware about Shantiniketan in West Bengal. He got a Nobel Prize in the year 1913 for literature. At the same time, Jana Gana Mana, India's national anthem, Amar Shonar Bangla, the national anthem of Bangladesh. These are taken from stanzas of Rabindranath Tagore, and his birth anniversary falls on 7th May. To commemorate his birth anniversary, a statue was erected in the literary garden of Catholic University of Leuven. His statue was erected in Catholic University of Leuven, and the country is Belgium. Please don't forget Leuven University. Statue of Rabindranath Tagore was erected, and Leuven University is situated in Belgium. Look into the next question. Cabinet recently approved to allow REIT'S as an eligible financial instrument under Foreign Exchange Management Act of 1999. This Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999 looks into various foreign exchange transactions, and in REIT'S, REIT'S are nothing but real estate investment trusts. Recently, foreign investment is allowed in real estate investment trusts, and in view of this, recently Cabinet approved the proposal to allow REIT'S as an eligible financial instrument to get foreign funds. Here REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. Real Estate Investment Trust. Look into the last question of this week. India's latest naval establishment, INS Sardar Patel. It is the naval establishment being established on the west coast to have surveillance of Gujarat coast. Gujarat has got more than 1600 kilometers of coastline. To protect that coastline, recently INS Sardar Patel was established near Porbandar in Gujarat. So the establishment of INS Sardar Patel is at Porbandar in Gujarat. With this, let us conclude this question and answer part. Have a nice time. Thank you.